Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast, episode 443. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Bryan. What's up, Bryan?
Hello.
All right, so I'm having a problem with the icon here, and I can't show my camera. I apologize, guys. Something's wrong. It's not letting me do it on my phone. We're going to talk about Kill the Moon, okay? And, Bryan, we tried to get you the other day to see
Yeah.
what was going on, and we lost you due to internet problems. What did you think about Kill the Moon?
Well, honestly, I liked the episode. I thought it was pretty good episode in Doctor Who standards, so I liked the episode.
Now, as far as standards goes, is it right up there with some of the best episodes you've seen this season? Or, I mean, like, comparing it in Series 8, like, is this one of your favorites?
Uh, well, I wouldn't say like in a top 10, in a list or a sense of favorites, but it was a good episode. I liked it.
Okay, it was a good episode. Okay. Um, did you like Jenna Louise Coleman's performance?
Yes.
Okay. Did you like the Doctor in this episode?
Yeah, I always loved Peter Capaldi. He's been just, I think he's been the best so far.
Right, so you had no problem with him, with what he did to Clara and all that. Like, you think he's just a stronger doctor? Or, I mean, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but bless you.
Thanks. No, I don't think. To me, I don't. I don't. To me, I think. I don't. I think the doctor didn't do anything wrong. Honestly, I think he just wanted to.
Help out?
I just thought he wanted Claude to stand up for herself and to make decisions for her own instead of relying on the doctor all the time.
Right, but the thing is, usually she does make decisions on her own. Usually she makes decisions that saves the day. I mean, with Into the Dalek, she figured it out, that there was a way, that there could be a good Dalek. There's different things. I mean, Robin Hood was real, and in that episode, and in the episode of Listen, she really took center stage. In fact, when it came time to the name of the Doctor, she jumped through his time stream. She helped him choose the Tartar. She stopped him from blowing up Gallifrey. She was integral in one of her um, million selves that was part of the whole Asylum of the Daleks with Amy and Rory and stuff. Saving Rory, saving Amy. She had a lot of things to do, especially in the Snowmen, where she convinced him to even get out of retirement. So she has done, in my eyes, way too much. And I feel that this wasn't needed, that he didn't need to teach her a lesson. He didn't need to put her through this. He didn't need to tell the kid that she wasn't special. Completely opposite of what the 10th Doctor would say, is that everybody's special. And I wasn't having it. I wasn't happy with that. But that being said, I still gave it high ratings. I still gave it a 9. But I'm a little worried about the direction of the show, the way people are writing the Doctor, because Stephen Moffat didn't have a hand in this episode, okay? And it was a great episode, but I don't want them to make him too dark where it's beyond belief, or do things where he doesn't care if Clara leaves or somebody leaves, or, that's what I'm worried about, Bryan.
Well, they want from the what I've heard and everything, like from the very beginning when they chose Capaldi, they wanted to make him more alien and more dark and serious type Doctor, and not have not really not really like a human type Doctor that the past Doctors had.
Right, I know that. But he still has to be the Doctor, though. Like, you can't make him so completely different. You know what I'm saying, Bryan?
Yeah.
I mean, that's my opinion, my opinion alone. It's not the opinion of the majority of Whovians. It's just Matrix Lord's opinion. And again, it took a second watch for me because I had a hard time with it the first time, and my rating was going to be very low. originally, but a little bird was buzzing in my ear. A good friend of mine, that I had. It's always worth the second, third, fourth look or whatever. Um, so I did, and I my attitude changed. Now, as far as the egg goes, I mean, besides being science fiction, I'm also into science too, and I wasn't really crazy about the whole moon being an egg and the gravity. I mean, it really when you get technical, I mean, some of that stuff is just absurd. How they'd be able to see the thing hatch when it was so far away. It would take probably 13 days or something to see it hatch, but because it's far from the Earth, but still,
Well, it's a science fiction show.
I know. But the thing is that you know, uh, things you let go, and I let it go. I gave it a high rating, 9. And I could when I say 9, I could watch this episode all the time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not all the time, but I could watch it a lot. And if it's a 10, I could watch it like every single time. But it's just I'm just worried. I'm hoping that everything goes smooth with, the transition, the whole complete season. I'm very confident in Peter Capaldi's Doctor. I love him as a Doctor. I don't want inconsistencies with the writers when it comes to the Doctor. I mean, I thought that Mark Gatiss nailed it, and I'm so happy the way he wrote for Clara, because I didn't like the way he wrote for her in Cold War. I felt she had nothing to do. I felt that he didn't use David Warner to his fullest potential. In this episode with Robert of Sherwood, I was happy. First time I was like, oh wow, Mark Gatiss, from Doctor Who episodes, I was very happy with that. Now, other writers, they have their different take on the 12th Doctor. And, again, I don't want, if this writer comes aboard again, which I hope he does, I just want him to handle the Doctor a little bit differently. I don't want to see the manipulation constantly with his own people, like his friends and stuff. And we'll see what happens. That's just me ranting. But, Brian, why don't you tell me what you liked about it?
Well, I mostly like I basically like the plot. I like
Yeah,
that they had like what was it, like 44 minutes until they had to make a decision.
right. Like the spiders were cool. Well, they weren't spiders or bacteria, but they were pretty cool, I thought.
I basically like that whole part where
I like
they
the special effects.
there was two, right, no, three people from the planet Earth of the human race had to make one important decision
Right.
to may or may not save the world.
But ultimately, Clara made it anyway. Clara's the one that's in the hell with everybody else, and she's the one that.
It's always Clara.
Yeah. Clara just said, "The heck, I don't care. The Earth says no, thumbs down, and I don't care if this one said." And she just pressed a button. She's like, "The heck with it," Which, I mean, again, I'm not going to hold it against, the character. Like, I love Jenna Louise Coleman's portrayal of Clara, and I have so much more respect too after she told the Doctor off. I thought that was great. Great dialogue, great acting. The tears, I believed it. I believe she was genuinely upset. I mean, she's going to be a great, phenomenal actress when she makes major motion pictures. I believe that. So,
Yeah, I
so
mean, I kind of got Peter Capaldi's Doctor of William Hartnell a little bit,
yeah,
like well, especially the scene where he basically took off and left Clara and Courtney and this astronaut by themselves,
okay,
because like from a unearthly child, William Hartnell, I especially got that sense
right,
of the Doctor, because when you when from an unearthly child you see the Doctor, you don't know who he is, but and also he doesn't trust
anybody,
anybody at all, so
right.
that that kind of reminded me of Unearthly Child with that scene and with the whole Doctor's view of everything.
I want to see Danny Pink and the TARDIS just with the Doctor, not with Clara. I just want to see how they interact,
Hmm.
on an adventure or something. So,
I don't think he'll be in a TARDIS at all.
you never know.
Because
I also want to see.
he doesn't like soldiers.
Yeah, I know, but Martha Jones is a soldier, and it's come on. You know what I'm saying? It's like I think that's where it gets complicated. You know, I want to see how he deals with Kate Stewart and Osgood. I want to see how he deals with Martha Jones returns. I want to see how he deals with Riversong, especially the Doctor. I really can't wait, and I can't wait to see who this Missy character is. Is she a female master? Is she another Ronnie? Is she someone new? Is she connected in any way to the Nether Realm that was mentioned in the Big Bang, where River was telling Amy that if he goes on the other side, he'll be erased in this universe, but over there he'll be in the Nether Realm. Is that the same realm that was talked about in David Tennant's time about the army, the Nightmare Child, and the army, the King, with the Never Wers. I mean, I think that that's another issue too, another dimension, and I think that we're going to see that now. Yeah,
those those things were the others that were within the Time War.
right. And I wondering if we're going to see anything. I'm wondering if Danny Pink is his bad day was the equivalent of him being on an unknown adventure with the Doctor, or being part of an evil army, or something that he wasn't aware of, or maybe what he was part of the church that went to, or something. I'm wondering, what kind of army he was part of. Was it unit? Was it regular army? Or was it Missy's Nethersphere or something? I'm curious to find out, or maybe connected with the Cybermen or something. I don't know. So I really want to see, because I'm hearing stuff like he may become a Cyberman. So I'm just,
I came up with a little idea about Danny Pink last night.
Yeah, what do you think?
Like, what if he is an ex-soldier of Missy, and Missy gave him assignments for
Earth?
For Earth, not for Earth, but for keep tabs on the Doctor and Clara.
I don't think it's that, because I don't think he knew the Doctor or Clara connected like that. So I don't. I mean, it could be, but I don't think so.
And at some point he didn't like what he was doing, and he quit, and now he's and now he wants to protect Clara from this whole thing, because he knows what may happen with Missy and what she's got planned.
Right. It's possible. We have to find out, Brian. What do you think of the next episode coming up?
The Orient Express. Now that when I saw the trailer, I was just shocked and surprised, and I excited, because I wanted to see what I wanted to see that during the Matt Smith era, because he mentioned that at the end of the Big Bang.
Yeah, I know. It's interesting. A lot of stuff is coming from the Big Bang. The Nethersphere or Nether Realm, the Orient Express. And there's a lot of stuff that came from Series 7 that you don't realize. I mean, just watching dinosaurs on a spaceship, there was supposedly some type of dinosaur some type of ancient spiders or something on there too, that was on that ship with the dinosaurs. And in Town Called Mercy, we had a little egg ship, and he named one of the robots Rusty in Dinosaurs on a Spaceship, which they repeated with the Dalek being Rusty. So I think Moffat is just watching previous seasons and just taking little bits and pieces from each episode and coming up with whole concepts for episodes, or the writers are doing it,
Now, do you think one of the writers or even Moffat for like for the when they did the Big Bang? Do you think that was an idea, a plot line for the next season after that, or just an idea just to put aside for
What do you mean,
another
the Big
doctor?
Bang you're talking about?
Like no, I mean like when they had the idea for the Orient Express.
I think, yeah, that was supposed to be the adventure from Big Bang that they never did. You know, that they're doing it now. I think that was exactly what they were talking about.
Because I was like wondering ever since I saw the chart, I was wondering if Moffat was supposed to do that during Matt Smith's era, or just uh, had that idea for a new Doctor.
I think it was supposed to be Matt Smith's era, and I think they're finally doing it now. Because they made a comment in, like, when they were talking about what episodes are coming up, and they said the doctor's finally answering his phone calls, and we know that in Winston Churchill had contacted him. It was like he arrived a month later, so time travel wise, like, he's getting to the Orient Express, and I think that's exactly what they were talking about from the Big Bang. So I would have rather have seen it with Matt Smith, and I don't like it that they're reusing episodes, or that they were going to use it, Matt Smith, with Capaldi, because I think it would have fit better. But then again, I don't know what the episode's going to shape up to be. So
Plus, it has the mummy that they mentioned
yeah.
in the Big Bang about the Orient Express.
Yeah, and I think too, I'm a little upset because I heard what the synopsis would have been for the third Craig episode had Matt Smith been in there, and we heard that Craig was going to be getting married to Sophie, and Stormageddon was going to be a little bit bigger, and they were going to be on some beach somewhere, some tropic island, and they were going to see Matt Smith like swimming with snorkels in the water looking for a sea devil, and then the Doctor would have been trying to get become part of the wedding and being a best man or something, and Craig would have been trying to keep him out of it. That would have been a great Craig episode with Matt Smith.
I
I
thought
think.
I thought Craig and Sophie were already married in the second time he appeared.
Well, they're living together, but I don't. I mean, that doesn't mean that they're married. It could have been that, but I don't know. I mean, actually, if that synopsis is right, I thought that they were married too. You're right. I thought they were married too, but then, I read that. I don't know if that was, that would have been a cool thing to see. But anyway, all right. Orient Express. We don't even know if I don't think Clara's in this one, right?
Nope, it's a standalone Doctor episode.
All right. So we'll get to see how he does. Strutting his stuff without Clara. So that should be interesting.
I think it's gonna be like. I think the standalone Doctor episode just for Paul is gonna be. I think better without Clara.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, I love Clara. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love Clara, but it's Capaldi as the Doctor.
Right. I agree. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, Bryan. Thank you very much for this episode appearing. And everybody, stay tuned for Mummy and the Orient Express on Saturday. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.